Welcome to the Daily Threat. In today's episode, we'll dive into 3 critical cybersecurity stories that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. These threats aren't just headlines. They're knocking on the door of businesses like yours every single day. Let's jump right in. First up, cyber attacks on US utilities have surged 70% this year. Yes, you heard that right, 70%. This means the infrastructure powering our cities, homes, and businesses is under constant assault from hackers. Think about that for a moment. What happens if your power grid gets hacked? If the lights go out, businesses stop. The attackers are primarily using vulnerabilities in operational technology, which is the software and hardware that directly controls equipment in utility systems. What makes this so alarming is how unprepared many companies are to deal with these attacks. They're hitting at night, they're coordinated, and once the hackers are in, they can cause catastrophic damage by disrupting the supply of electricity, gas, and water. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not in the energy business, why should I care? Well, utilities are the backbone of every industry. Your data, your operations, and your customers are all at risk if critical services are interrupted. So take this as a warning. Strengthening your defenses isn't just for tech companies, it's for everyone. Now, onto a more personal note, the Indodax crypto exchange in Indonesia recently experienced a massive theft of $22 million. Crypto users, whether investors or companies dabbling in blockchain, are always under threat from sophisticated cybercriminals. In this case, hackers exploited vulnerabilities in Indodax's systems, and now the exchange is pledging to reimburse users, but the damage is done. Imagine if that were your company holding digital assets for clients and suddenly losing millions. How would you recover? How would you explain that to your customers? If you're handling digital assets, make sure your security measures are ironclad. Now, for our main story today. This one's a shocker. Ransomware gangs are no longer just targeting your systems, they're targeting your backups too. A group called Ransom Hub has claimed responsibility for a cyber attack on Kawasaki Heavy Industries, threatening to leak sensitive data if their ransom demands aren't met. Here's the kicker. They've managed to access not just the main systems, but also encrypted backups, which were supposed to be the last line of defense. How does that even happen, right? Let me explain. Typically, businesses believe that if they have backups, they're safe. Wrong. Hackers are getting smarter. They're sneaking in, lurking for weeks, even months, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Once they're in, they don't just lock your files, they compromise your backups so that when you try to restore, you're still at their mercy. That's what happened with Kawasaki. This is not a hypothetical risk. If hackers gain control of your backups, your business could be left without any recovery options. The ransom demands are often millions, and let's face it, no one wants to pay up, but the alternative could be losing everything. So what's the solution? You need multiple layers of security. First, ensure your backups are stored off-site or offline so they can't be easily compromised. Second, implement continuous monitoring. Don't wait for an attack to happen. Catch the hackers while they're still probing your system. Finally, conduct regular security audits. Don't assume your data is safe because it's backed up. Make sure your backups are as secure as the rest of your infrastructure. Before we wrap up, let me ask you this. Can your business survive a ransomware attack? Could you confidently tell your customers that their data is safe? If you're unsure, now's the time to act. Don't wait until it's too late. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of The Daily Threat, brought to you by QIT Solutions. Make sure to subscribe and stay updated, because in the world of cybersecurity, being one step ahead is the difference between staying in business and shutting your doors. See you next time.